Hello everyone. Today we are going to start a very important unit, English grammar. For any student studying a language, it is necessary that he or she should know the basic grammar of that language. English is considered as window of the world. All of you know the importance of window. Through window we can see outside world. Like that, through English we can get the knowledge of outside world. So we should get the knowledge of basic concepts of English grammar. The definition of English grammar is it is the study of words, how they are used in sentences and how they change in different situations. The study of sentence structure, rules and examples show how the language should be used. So in simpler language, we can say that grammar is a set of rules. Now moving towards importance of grammar. Grammar is important because it provides information that helps the reader's comprehension. So understanding is very important in grammar, and through grammar we can understand the things. So grammar is very important. It is the structure that conveys precise meaning from the writer to the audience. In communication process we have seen sender and receiver. These elements are very much necessary. So when receiver gives feedback, then only communication cycle gets completed. So it is the structure that conveys precise meaning from the sender to the receiver or from the writer to the audience. Grammar provides the rules for common use of both spoken and written language. So we can more easily understand each other. In communication, we have also seen that there are two forms, written form and oral form, and both the forms we can understand through grammar. Now we are moving towards first unit of grammar, that is parts of speech. The building blocks of grammar are the parts of speech. Words are divided into different kinds or classes is called parts of speech, according to their use or according to the work they do in a sentence. Let us try to understand what they do and how can we use them. So parts of speech are 18 number: noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, conjunction, interjection and preposition. So first and the foremost is noun. A noun is a part of speech that names a person, place, thing, idea, action or quality. So in simpler words, noun is the name of person, place or a thing. So first example is Ashok was a great king. Here you can find Ashok is the name of a person and king is the name of position. In second sentence, Vinita is a nice girl. So in second sentence you can find Vinita is the name of girl or name of person and girl is the name of class. So both are nouns. Nouns have also few types and kinds such as common noun, proper noun, abstract noun, etc. Next part of speech is a pronoun. The definition of pronoun is a pronoun is a word that replaces a noun in a sentence. Examples: Preeti is a good dancer. She loves dancing. Because we cannot use name every time in the sentence or a paragraph, so we use pronoun. Let us see. First example, Preeti is a good dancer. Preeti loves dancing. So here we are taking repetitive names and it is not proper way. So we are using she instead of Preeti. So she is a pronoun. In second sentence you can see Virat Kohli is captain of Indian cricket team. He is a good batsman. So who is good batsman? Virat Kohli. So he represents Virat Kohli. So it replaces a noun. So he is also pronoun. Next part of speech is adjective. The definition of adjective is, an adjective is a word used to add something to the meaning of a noun. And the examples are, first example, he is a brave soldier. Now you can see how the soldier is. He is a brave. So brave is here adjective because it shows quality of that soldier. That soldier is a very brave. In next example, you can see there are 20 girls in the class. So how many girls are there in a class? 20. So it gives count of the girl. So it gives extra information about the girls. So it is also called as an adjective. Now let us go with fourth parts of speech, and that is a verb. The definition of verb is, a verb is a word used to express an action or a state. So examples are, I am playing cricket. Now in this example you can see who is playing cricket? I. So I is a subject. But what he is doing? He is playing. So here playing shows action. So it expresses action, so it is called as verb. In second sentence you can see, I am a teacher. Here no action verb is there, but am is a verb, and that verb is called as helping verb because it completes the sentence. So verb plays very important part of speech. It shows an action, state, and it completes the sentence because there is a no sentence without a verb. Next part of speech is adverb. The definition of adverb is, an adverb is a word used to add something to the meaning of a verb, an adjective or another adverb. So examples are, he finished his work quickly. So here quickly is an adverb. So how quickly is an adverb? You can see quickly gives more information about the work. So quickly is an adverb. In second example, this flower is very beautiful. So very gives more information about beautiful. Less beautiful, very beautiful. So it is very beautiful. So it is again gives information about adjective or another adverb or verb. So these words are called adverbs. Next part of speech is a conjunction. So the definition of conjunction is a word used to join words or sentences. Examples are, first example, Ram and Shyam went to the market. Now Ram, Shyam went to the market, and Ram and Shyam, these two words is joined by and. So and is a conjunction. Second example, she ran fast but missed the train. So she ran fast, missed the train is joined by but. So but is also a conjunction. Next part of speech is an interjection. The definition of interjection is a word that expresses some sudden feelings. So examples are, wow, what a beautiful car. Here you can see Wow is an interjection because it expresses spontaneous feeling, sudden feeling. It expresses joy. Yahoo! I got a job. Here again, Yahoo is also interjection. And you can see here interjection. After interjection, you will find exclamatory mark. Again, third example, alas, she is dead. Feeling of sorrow is there. And that is why it expresses some sudden feeling. So, interjection is a word that expresses some sudden feeling or spontaneous feeling, or they are going to express emotions. And last part of speech is preposition. The definition of preposition is: a preposition is a word used with a noun or a pronoun to show how the person or thing denoted by the noun or pronoun stands in a relation to something else. Examples: he is sitting on the chair. Now, see, he is sitting the chair. There is no relation. But because of on, you will find the relation between him and the chair, that he is sitting where he is sitting on the chair. So preposition provides link between noun or pronoun to other words. Link means it shows relation between noun and other words. These other words may be noun, verb or adjective. If we are not using preposition, we cannot see the relationship between two objects. Using preposition, we are confirm the relation between two objects. Here you can see the next example. She lost her ring at the beach. So where she lost her ring? At the beach. If we are not using at, there is no relation between she lost her ring, the beach. But where she lost her ring? At the beach. So at is a preposition showing relation between two phrases. So this is the definition of preposition, that preposition is going to show relationship between noun and other words. So here we are ending today's video, and afterwards we are going to see preposition in detail. Thank you.